What is up, Chiefs Kingdom? Happy Wednesday. I'm Hayley Lewis, and this is Chiefs News Daily. OTAs continue over at the Chiefs practice facility. We'll hear from head coach Andy Reid tomorrow, so in the meantime, let's break down the latest headlines. But first, make sure you like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel, and let's get into it. Well, the Chiefs continue their Phase 3 offseason program work this week with the second round of OTAs. Last Wednesday, the first round of OTAs wrapped up with running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire, wide receiver Kadarius Toney, left guard Joe Thuney, tight end Travis Kelce, defensive tackle Isaiah Buggs, and defensive tackle Chris Jones not present. Now, some players were in attendance but did not participate. Those were defensive tackle Derek Nottie, defensive end Charles Omenihu, and wide receiver Xavier Worthy. After practice last week, head coach Andy Reid said that Worthy tweaked his hamstring a few days ago. Coach Reid continued to say, when he gets back, we'll take it from there. He's a smart kid. He's got a good feel for things. He comes from a good system. He's done a few of the things we've done in college, so he'll just work through that. I think he'll be all right. This week, though, Jones has been seen in attendance so far. This is via the Chiefs' official Twitter account. The team tweeting out a video of Jones running a bag drill just yesterday. The media will get a look inside practice tomorrow. That's on Thursday, and they'll also get to speak with head coach Andy Reid and a select few players after practice. The final round of OTAs will run June 4th through the 7th. The team's mandatory minicamp will be conducted June 11th through the 13th. Now let's check in with former NFL quarterback Chase Daniel, who breaks down exactly how an OTA practice schedule goes.
This is an actual schedule on one of the teams I was on, and teams are allowed and players are allowed to be in the building for 6 hours a day. So this team had 8 to 2. Special teams meeting from 8 to 8:20. Team meeting, and it's all right here, okay? Team meeting from 8:20 to 8:30. OD meetings and workouts from 8:30 to 10:30, meaning the offense will meet for an hour, the defense will lift, and then they'll flip-flop. The defense will meet, the offense will lift. You'll get on the practice field at 11. Okay, this is the time over here, and it ends at 12:30, so it's only 90 minutes of practice. Then you'll have lunch from 12:30 to 1:30. The film review, yes, you will actually go through and watch every single play of practice. It will be from 1:30 to 2, and you'll get out of there.
Of course, we'll bring you another full report from practice after this week, detailing those in attendance and those injury updates. Well, head coach Andy Reid and Chiefs defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo shared their keys to success during the 2024 Cool Clinic on the Coaches Tube. The Cool Clinic is the coaches of offensive linemen, providing presentations from top offensive lineman coaches in the nation. The clinic is brought to you by the Mushroom Society. That's an organization formed by professional offensive line coaches who want to give back to the lineman community by creating a clinic for speakers to share their knowledge of the game of football. Now, the mushroom logo signifies the similarity between the O-line and the fungus. Both are kept in the dark and fed garbage, yet continue to flourish. Cool, the coaches of offensive linemen, are proud to be mushrooms. Now, you're probably thinking, how does this involve Coach Spags? Well, the DC probably has one of the most up-close looks at the offensive line and other NFL offenses when going up against them week after week. James Light, the offensive coordinator at Warren De La Salle, shared on Twitter part of Coach Spags' thoughts on defending multiple offenses.
You can't feed your players everything. You're going to give them a couple of nuggets to hang their hat on in a game, the ones that you believe as a coaching staff that are staples for that offense, and make sure that you're defending those the right way, or whatever schemes that you have, make sure they're fundamentally sound against those basic things that the offenses run, knowing that half the game you're going to see things that you have not prepared for, and then it's just your scheme and how well it's been constructed and fundamentally coached, and how well your players take that to the field is going to make the difference in the game. It doesn't, all these things that we do analytically, you get in the middle of the game, Bob, and it goes so fast. You're going off, sometimes you're just going off of instinct and fall back on what you can do well, or your players can do well.
Well, ever since Coach Spags took over as the defensive coordinator back in 2019, the Chiefs have won 3 Super Bowls. In 2023, during the regular season, Kansas City was second in both total defense and scoring defense, but fourth in pass defense, according to KC Kingdom's Richard Lewis. Now, things carried over into the playoffs, and the Chiefs were stout. They only allowed 13.7 points per game in the playoffs, which was the fewest since Spags was brought in. Shortly after the Super Bowl, the Chiefs and Spags agreed to a contract extension to keep the 64-year-old coach in town apparently there was some competition happening behind closed doors. Now, Coach Light also shared some of head coach Andy Reid's comments on why offensive line coaches make great head coaches. Take a listen.
And we all say it's mental toughness. Well, it's mental toughness to kind of control that part where you think you can't push yourself any further. And so that part can radiate to other positions and, and to each other as you go through there. But I think our guys, as line coaches, we understand how to push our guys to a point where they still come out and they play, and they can take a hit from the standpoint. It could be a verbal hit that you give them, or it can be where they get banged up a little bit and they just kind of keep pushing.
Now, if you got the time, go over and listen to the full 3-minute clip. Coach Reid outlines how offensive line coaches know how to listen. Reid says they have big ears, observing eyes, and small voices until needed. Also saying O-line coaches know that working together leads to success and how to build it. He adds that they know the QB position and what makes them tick while not expecting or needing any compliments. Again, go check out the full clip. Big Red giving lots of guidance and advice, plus an inside look to the way in which he coaches the Chiefs. It's worked out well so far. All right, let's stop by social media to check in on the latest. Rashee Rice sharing via Instagram a video showing him handing out water and pizza to the unhoused and other community members in what appears to be the Dallas, Texas area. Charles Goldman with A to Z Sports breaks it down for us. He said, after a tumultuous 2024 offseason, the embattled Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice is getting out in the community and doing some good. This marks the first time we've heard Rice speak since his involvement in that multi-vehicle crash in Dallas in late March. He says, quote, "It's your boy WR. We're out here with some water and some pizza in the summertime. Everybody's going to eat. You know what I'm saying? It's great weather. Let's do it." Rice faces multiple felony charges and 2 civil lawsuits for his involvement in March's accident. His next court date is slated for June, while the trial date for the first civil lawsuit has been set for December. Rice's attorney has requested that both civil lawsuits be dismissed. Goldman continues to say that the 24-year-old receiver has a lot to make up for after the mistake he made this offseason, but this is certainly a good start as he aims to rebuild his life and image ahead of the 2024 NFL season. Well, the Dallas crowd might not have been so welcoming to Travis Kelce, but that didn't stop the tight end from enjoying his trip. Travis and brother Jason discussed his recent appearance at the Mavs and Stars games on the latest New Heights episode. Maybe even a career change. Take a listen.
Travis got out of the house. You stopped by Dallas this week. That's right.
Yeah, a little NHL, NBA playoffs, baby. I know you aren't a big fan of the Cowboys. That city just is so much fun, man.
Dallas? I have never heard one good thing about Dallas.
Everybody was f***ing awesome.
Which one was more fun, the Mavs game or the Stars?
Man, as much as I love playoff hockey, that f***ing Mavs Timberwolves
it was a good end.
It was a good end, man. Kyrie out there dropping 30 in the moccasins, man.
Ha!
You can't say enough about Anthony Edwards. When he rose up and had that dunk, oh my gosh. I haven't seen athleticism like that. Like the NBA NFL debate, put that guy on a football field, it wouldn't be fair.
That's what I'm saying.
That dude took off from what it felt like 12 to 15 feet away from the rim. It was unbelievable, man.
I didn't know you're the same exact height as Luka. What is his listed height?
He's 6'6". He's a big dude. I think he's got me by a little bit.
No, dude, you're right next to him. You guys are the same height. These basketball dudes be listing their heights.
A little bogus.
I always thought you'd be too short to play like the 3 position. A 3 is like a legit 6'7", 6'8". Not anymore.
They all said you'd be too short to play center in the NFL too, man.
This is true. Maybe we this up, man. You could be in the NBA right now.
All right, folks, that does it for another episode of Chiefs News Daily. Remember, join us on that LLC, our Loyal Listeners Club. Great place to chat and interact with myself and other fans, and show us a little bit of love today. Like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and we will see you right back here tomorrow night.